At time of recording, I'm exhausted. I've unboxed about 7 Nintendo things. So if you want to see unboxings of this and these and the Switch 2 itself, check them out. But now it's time to unbox and review the hardware of the Nintendo GameCube controller for Nintendo Switch Online members. You can only get this officially through Nintendo's shop as a Switch Online member. You can only get 2 per household or account, and otherwise you're gonna get scalped heavily on eBay for these, because that's how this works with these things, unfortunately. I'd never ever used a GameCube controller. I've never played a GameCube game in my life, so this is gonna be the way to do it on the Switch 2, I think. And this, which we might have a video for about, a documentary about this was awful for me to use first time around ever, but this is the evolution of it, so we'll see how this plays. But that's not what this is about right now. It's about unboxing this baby. So as ever, if you like the content and so forth, I should have switched this around. Let's have Mario sit here now. If you end up liking this content, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that good stuff. It helps me make more content just like this, or even better, so I can invest. So I'd appreciate if you did do that. If you do, let's check out what the Nintendo GameCube controller is saying. It's going to be a very quick unbox, but we'll give it a review and feel outside of playing it. Obviously, we have to wait till we play it to give a full review of how it feels and the scheme of controllers and so forth. And let me know in the comments as well if you guys actually like this controller, or if you like the N64 controller. What's your favorite Nintendo controller? And you can include Switch 2's Pro controller or Joy-Con, whatever. What's your favorite controller in the comments? Let me know. I'm curious. And what would you recommend to play with if you had the option? Like if I'm playing some of the classics, as I will be doing, what controller should I be using? In what scenario? What's the best controller to use for GoldenEye? Because that N64 controller, boy, woo, that ain't it. As far as I'm concerned so far. You guys are gonna have to convince me otherwise. So we get this little plastic shield here. I thought it looked a bit messy, but I guess that's what's covering it. We get a straight black box. This empty, what they call a shell. Yeah. So it's gonna put that there as it drops and flops back down. It's gonna be not much to look at here, but I can add a lot of thoughts to it of a person that's never had the controller before. Fresh eyes, so to speak. So we're going to put that aside. And this is wireless. It does have rumble. I read that much about it. Got all the stuff hidden underneath, it seems. Including your manual, which is the most exciting part of it, obviously. And your cable, which is the second most important part. With the least important part being the actual controller, of course. Who cares about that? What we care about is manuals. Let's close this all up, but not fully, because we need to put that manual back. I ain't gonna be needing that. Men don't need manuals. Manuals are for you-know-whats. Anyway, that's what you get in the manual. Oh, it's the same like the other unboxings that we do with the camera and all that stuff. Same style, so I'm gonna go too heavy in here. It's just like, it shows you how to do the thing. You just plug it in, you're good to go. You got 2 USB slots that we found on the console of the Switch 2. I think you can probably use hubs, USB 3 hubs on there, so you can have more slots. Was there one in? Nah. You got 2 slots on the outside, and 1 USB-C slot on the top, which possibly could use a USB hub as well, maybe. But you got 2 otherwise. So one's going to be taking up your Pro controller, and this is going to be for whatever else. But obviously you can charge these with any kind of USB source, sorry. But yeah, it goes in all different languages. Same principle here. Super exciting manual, in all the European languages, from Francais to Espanol, Deutsch, whatever your flavor is. If you can't, it doesn't have your language, use your ChatGPT or similar friendly enabled AI to convert the language into one that you speak. Cable next. You know how this works. We gotta get out of his straps, because that's kind of like taking it down the aisle. We now have the authority, and you have what you expect, your USB-C and your USB-B. I don't know. There you go. So you take that and you're gonna put that in your controller, which I haven't even looked at yet. So we'll do that in a minute. I just realized we haven't even looked at the controller yet. I forgot. We'll do the controller first and then we'll stick the cable in. I think that's how we've been doing it. It's kind of wild to stick it in without really looking at the controller first. All right, look at the controller, guys. Look at it. This feels plasticky. Compared to the Switch 2 and the Switch 1, which is to be expected because it's old school. I don't know if it's authentic. It feels like what I remember of the GameCube controller. This feels authentic as heck. It really does. This feels mad authentic. It's got a decent weight to it. Like, it's about the same weight almost as the Switch Pro controller, Switch 2 Pro controller. This is a bit heavier, I think, but it's clean though, right? It's clean. This is like comparing your right now, you know, your controller with other people's controllers, like the version of gamers' versions of buying yachts, you know. But yeah, here, I don't know why I'm just feeling like putting all the controllers together like this. I haven't got the thingy one though. I've got the NES one over there. I haven't got the SNES one, which is always sold out. And it's always sold out. It's always in stock when I don't have money. Go figure. And it's mad scalped if you try and buy it elsewhere. They put like 3 times the amount of price on there. I think it's not scalped, it's just demand in that way. They didn't buy out all the stock. It's just no stock available now. I've turned this on by accident. Something bent out my battery. So let's look at it properly now though. So what we have is D-pad, which actually feels quite soft actually. And again, let me know, was this a good controller for you guys? Did you like this controller? Was this much more conventional than N64 one? D-pad feels very, not D-pad, the stick here feels very, like it's got fixed directions. Doesn't feel full 360. So I can feel it clicking into different areas. So maybe it's 8 directional or something like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, maybe it's 8 directions, I don't know. It's very noisy. This is not the one I gave people blisters, by the way. It's the N64 one. Whoa, these triggers are very deliberate. Very, I wouldn't say obnoxious, but the whole thing's vibrating as I push it in to the bottom. Don't know how I feel about that. And it's not even rumble yet, and it feels rumble just from pushing the triggers. Was that normal, guys? If you had the original? What's this thing? It doesn't even move. This feels stiff, this button here. Okay, I guess you gotta push at the edge. It's very subtle. Interesting, it's only one button. Oh, there's one here, it's tiny. This one's a tiny button here. This must have been more menus or something. I can't think it uses to fire or anything like that. Very subtle, very noisy. Very mention of the time period, I guess. B button, massive A button. Very noisy again. Y and X button. This might be just how you want it. B button. Should be a C button somewhere. Here's the C button, which is also a stick. I guess you don't activate chat with this. Interesting. And it's got that 8 directional again. I'm going to be interested in to see how they actually use this in comparison. Then you have your normal menu buttons that are customary with the Switch and the Switch 2. Oh, there's your actual chat button, as opposed to this one that was the C button back in the day on the N64 and the GameCube. And I guess that's to connect it up. Yep. Okay, yeah, it's cool. I mean, it looks exactly like the replica of the thing to me. It definitely feels old school. And it sounds old school. It's got a little bit of gripping on this thing. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Gratiness on it, but it's, you know, it seems like it's very authentic to the original controller, I would say. But like I said, I'm kind of at disadvantage in that way because I don't really actually know. Other than what I remember from memory, but it looks legit, feels legit. We won't know until we play. This is very deliberate, very inwards. Hard to rate it in terms of what we've been rating all the hardware out of 10. I can't really give it a negative because I don't really know anything about the controller other than what I've seen. It looks like it's pretty authentic to me. Feels pretty solid. And that it's obviously way more money than the SNES. It should have the rumble. It's got all the buttons you need to operate the normal way that you operate in the actual Switch 2 environment. I don't think it works with the Switch 1. It's pricey compared to the other ones. Won't really know about it in that way because I don't have anything negative to say about it and I don't have nothing to really compare. The layman's person that knows nothing about it says this looks exactly like how you'd expect a replica of the GameCube controller. Operates exactly the same way as they'd imagine it to be. I don't know what the main differences are or not. I didn't have that back in the day. I never had a new Nintendo machine till the Switch 1. So it'd been 20 years later from NES when I finally got another Nintendo machine. So I missed out on all of the GameCube N64, which is why I got those controllers and stuff. And I'm still trying to get a SNES one. which would be cool. I still want to buy it scalped, but we'll see. Hopefully it comes in stock soon when I got money. By God's grace. But yeah, I mean, I can't give it anything less than a 10 out of 10 because there doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. As far as the hardware is concerned, it's what I expected. And I think it's authentic from what I can remember and what I've seen. And it looks more conventional as a controller. So it looks like it was something that would be easier to use than the N64 one. But let me know what you guys' favorite controller is and whether you agree. And let me know what's missing, if there's anything missing and what's different, if you're familiar with it. And on the screen, there'll be more videos to do with Nintendo, because this is just Nintendo gaming. That's all we do here. So subscribe if that's what you're into. And if you're Team Red, and thanks for liking the video. If you're on YouTube, and do the things that's relevant on the platforms that you're on, and go and watch some more stuff. We got loads of stuff.